Welcome to the Artist Series, featuring creative and performing artists and educators from around the world. With your hosts, Lilia Fontana, founder and executive directrix of Haus Projects, and Kirk, Whipple, and Marilyn Morales, pianists, composers, educators, and founders and directors of the Unconservatory and Cranberry Coast Concerts. Listening to the dulcet lines of not just an actor, not just a producer, but also a jazz pianist. He's a multi-genre artist who's ripping it up there in New York City, Mr. Joseph Monseur.
Hey, what's going on in your world now, man?
I've just wrapped the show by Richard Viteri called Poet on a String, which was performing at the Sargent Theater between 54th Street in Manhattan, between 8th and 9th Avenue. And I recently received the Best Actor of 2025 at the Hell's Kitchen Independent. Look at this.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Bravo!
Shocker, man.
Before we move on to current projects, tell us a little bit about the role you played and where that award came from.
Yeah.
This was for my role as a little guy in the play called Black and White City Blues, which was a play based in 1972 or 3 in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. And it follows the struggle and the journey of a little guy who's suffering from an addiction to heroin, and he's trying to kick his habit, really, to put it simply. One of the hardest roles I ever had at the play. And it was an absolute shock that I got this. Absolute shock. But it was definitely honored.
I wouldn't say it was a shock.
Well, color us unsurprised, sir.
Because I mean,
Thank
you know, Joseph, you're the kind of guy that you just put your whole body, your whole self in whatever character you're doing.
Now, just tell us that for that role you didn't go method acting in it.
No. No.
God, no.
It's like, well, you know, some of the greats, they had to go through it. Not you. It was all craft. Yes.
Yes, sir.
It must have been really hard. You know?
Yeah, it was. Even doing the research for that, I read a lot of articles, different books, different people's stories, and I know a number of people who have gone through it themselves.
Wow.
And some of them they offered themselves to sit down with me and answer any question I had. They even showed me how to do it. Somebody actually came to me with a mock set of the works, essentially, and showed me, this is what you do, this is how you do this, and because there were a number of scenes on stage where I had to just do it.
Wow.
So it had to be complete muscle memory because I've been doing it. I can't have that activity be dominating me. I need to be able to do something like that and be over here talking to somebody, So I spent a lot of time in my room practicing.
Wow.
But it was really fascinating. It opened my mind to a whole side of the human experience that I don't know too much about. But if there's anything, I've known that addiction is a disease. I understood that as a concept, but doing research for this project, it really nailed it home for me.
Wow.
It is a disease.
A very difficult thing to do, actually.
What drove him into doing that? Do you know?
Well, it was based off of a real person. The writer's cousin was named Little Guy, and he was actually this 6'5" buff guy. But Oh God, I haven't even thought about this for so long. I did this play a year ago, but I think it was a product of his environment.
For us, knowing of your award
Yeah.
was just practically yesterday, so
Yeah.
we had to ask.
So, what did you do when they mentioned that you won this award? What did you do?
Well, I just remember there being a silence, and I'm looking and I see this woman holding this trophy with my name on it, and I think I like had missed that my name was mentioned because I just completely couldn't believe it. And then I heard them say my name, and I was like, oh my God. And then all I remember is standing up and looking at my feet and then genuflecting, and then the rest is a total blur.
Wow.
Total blur.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I really didn't prepare a speech or anything.
Next time you get invited as a candidate for an award, have that thing that comes out of your pocket and goes, feppita, 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 feppita.
Well, the thing that was funny, I think I mentioned this before too, is like the tickets to the event were like $200 or $300,
Wow.
Ole.
and I couldn't afford to go.
Wow.
So I told them, I'm like, thanks for the nomination, but I can't afford to go. So, and then they were like, well, you could come help us set up the event.
You're kidding me.
So I had to go. I went and
You
I
had to work.
I worked the event, like, I'm setting the tables, I'm setting up the backdrops, I'm setting up this. I really didn't think I was going to win anything. But,
Now that's the fun. That's the real inside story right there.
yeah, the fact I had to work that event. And I do catering on the side, so it was very natural. But I think it's just makes for a great story. I couldn't even afford to go to the ceremony I was nominated for Best Actor at, and I went and worked the event, and I got it.
And now for his latest role, Mr. Robert De Niro, who, by the way, catered your appetizers.
Yeah, right. I was gonna be like, thank you all very much. I can't be up here too long. I gotta go clear some tables.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow.
Now, that, sir, is a New York insider story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Worth hearing.
sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Good question.
Aha, you see?
Aha, Juicy. But now about current
Yeah.
activities.
Yeah.
For those of you who remember Stuck in the Middle with You and the crowd campaign for that, we are currently moving along in post-production. We've got a rough cut of the first episode. We're moving to make a rough cut of the second episode, and that should be coming and hitting the wavelengths hopefully sooner rather than later. And I've currently been brought on by a new theater group here in New York called the Apotheosis Theater Group. I've been working with them as their development manager. We're ramping up for our first full-fledged production this summer.
What is the Apotheosis Theater Group? What do they do?
We're a 501c3 nonprofit independent theater company, and we're all really about promoting new works, emerging artists. I think still kind of finding our footing in terms of what exactly the niche of that is, because there's plenty of companies who do that, but we want to be another one. I think it's really important to be holding a space for emerging artists and just independent artists in general, because a lot of the commercial theater world at this point, especially in New York City, is not doing that to the extent that I think it should be. All about theater over show business.
There's a whole bunch of theater groups that are bringing tourists in and making them pay to go see Oklahoma chorus.
Oh my God! And it's absurd. These tickets cost you hundreds of dollars to get back row, and half of them are spin-offs or sequels or remakes or biopics. It's like, well, that's biopic, a movie, but you know what I mean.
Or Spider-Man 57.
The thing of it is these plays that have stood the test of time, like Death of a Salesman or any of these plays by Lanford Wilson, they were given a shot by somebody, and we want to give a shot to somebody. There was a period of time where people were really excited about American plays, and there used to be so many of them, and that's just seemed to peter out as time's gone on. And so I think we have a responsibility to try to keep that torch alive. And so that's what the Apotheosis Theater Group's really about.
Well,
Wow.
speaking as composers of
Yeah.
original music. It's basically, it's the same thing for us.
Yeah.
Where are the modern voices? Well, they're right here. They're around us, but you have to find them. One of the great reasons why, hey, Firehouse and Unconservatory are trying to promote and uplift these voices from around the globe.
Like, even when we've done the dueling pianos, you know, people ask for exactly the same pieces, and it's the same pieces. They might be playing it on the loudspeaker, and then at night they ask you for the same pieces that they were playing in the loudspeaker.
It's our job as
Yeah.
original creative artists to lift up the culture, to try to get this into people, to say, hey, go
Hey.
check it out. Please, if you're in New York City, check out Apotheosis Theater Group.
Yes. Yep.
See what Mr.
Yeah.
Monseur is doing with his colleagues
Exactly. Yeah.
there. What is this Psychopathia Pascalis?
This is a play that we discovered by a playwright of the name Jacob Eklitsen. I hope I am saying that last name correctly. We hosted a Looking for a Play festival. We had over 200 playwrights submit their work. We chose 4, and we presented segments of each of the 4. And we hosted an evening of basically a presentation of these 4 segments to a full house. And after that, we chose one of the 4 to be our first full-fledged production, and it wound up being Psychopathia Pascalis. And it's a drawing room farce. It's hysterical. It's really a trip. And that show is going to be going up in September, and we're going to be running a week at the Chain Theater, the main stage.
Cool.
And of course, you'll keep us posted on how people can go and get tickets and support the project, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, and to those of you who have supported the project, I mean, we've managed our first crowdfunding campaign ever as a theater company. We managed to raise $10,000. That's what made it possible.
I mean, all kinds of amazing things. A great award from Hell's Kitchen in your life for this amazing part that you played. The new project coming up, Psychopathia Pascalis in the Apotheosis Theater Group. I can't believe I said all that without tripping.
That doesn't surprise me.
Are there any other links that you can share, or other things that you want us to know to get people to find you?
Oh yeah, you can find the Apotheosis Theater Group at www.apotheosistheatergroup.org. And on Instagram, we're at Apotheosis Theater Group. And we're going to be keeping everybody up to date. So you can find more info on us there.
Please subscribe to our channel, and when you see Joseph's or other independent artists come up, subscribe, like, share, flood the waves with original, interesting work.
Exactly.
That's the only way that we all get ahead and discover new, interesting things instead of tripping over, albeit interesting things, but we've all seen it.
Are you still playing in the jazz club?
Oh yeah, I'm still playing with the quartet, but I'm working with a new trio outfit now. And that's been interesting. I've been learning a lot playing with this guy. A lot about listening from this guy. He's killer. He's killer.
And so there you have it, folks. Actor, entrepreneur, pianist, producer, Joseph Monseur.
Yeah.
He will be trumpet player. Thank you.